What if the classic left brain versus right brain story you've been told is mostly wrong, but the truth is even more fascinating? For decades, people have labeled themselves as left-brained logical thinkers or right-brained creative types. But neuroscience is painting a very different picture, one that's not only more accurate, but far more empowering. In this video, we'll bust the myths, uncover what science says about real brain asymmetry, and show you how to harness both sides of your brain for better thinking, learning, and living. Let's get into it. So where did the left brain, right brain myth even come from? It all started with groundbreaking split brain studies in the 1960s, particularly the work of Roger Sperry and Michael Gazzaniga. These studies involved patients whose corpus callosum, the bridge between the brain's hemispheres, had been severed to treat epilepsy. Researchers noticed that the two hemispheres processed information differently. That's where the myth began. People oversimplify the findings. Left brain equals logic, math, language. Right brain equals creativity, emotion, art. But here's the truth. While certain brain functions do tend to be more dominant in one hemisphere, nearly everything we do involves both sides working together. Brain asymmetry exists, but not in the way most people think. Let's explore some facts. Fact 1. Language is typically left lateralized, but not entirely. Yes, language centers like Broca's and Wernicke's areas are usually located in the left hemisphere. But emotional tone, metaphor, and context, key parts of communication, are processed by the right. Fact 2. Creativity involves both hemispheres. The right brain does handle spatial awareness and big-picture thinking, but the left helps with structure, sequencing, and planning, all vital to creativity. Study 1. A 2023 study in Nature Communications used high-resolution brain imaging to show that creative thinking tasks activated a widely distributed brain network across both hemispheres rather than isolating one side. The so-called creative right brain is a myth. Real creativity is whole brain. Fact 3. Math isn't just logic. The left hemisphere handles calculation and rules. But estimating quantities and spatial math? That's right brain. So if you've ever said, "I'm not a math person," or "I'm just not creative," you may have been boxed in by a myth. Let's look deeper into brain asymmetry, the real kind. Your brain is asymmetric in structure and function. For example, the planum temporale, associated with auditory processing, is larger in the left hemisphere in most people. This matters for things like language, perception, and musical ability. Another example, the right hemisphere is more active during emotional perception, like reading facial expressions. It's faster at processing visual spatial information, which helps with things like recognizing faces, reading maps, or interpreting art. But these systems constantly talk to each other. Study 2. A 2024 paper from the University of Oxford revealed that high-performing individuals in music, science, and athletics showed greater interhemispheric communication, not dominance of one hemisphere. The key wasn't being left-brained or right-brained, it was how well their hemispheres collaborated. Now let's bust some of the biggest myths. Myth number 1. You're born either left-brained or right-brained. Truth. While you might have preferences in thinking style, your brain is plastic. You can train both hemispheres. Myth number 2. Left-brain people are better at math. Right-brain people are better at art. Truth. Both skills require cross-hemisphere coordination. Art uses geometry. Math uses patterns. Myth number 3. You can take a test to find your dominant brain side. Truth. Most of these online quizzes are pop psych. Real brain function is far more complex and individualized. So what's the actionable takeaway? Instead of labeling yourself, train your brain like a symphony, balance and coordination. Here's how to do it. Switch up tasks. Alternate between logical and creative tasks. After coding, sketch something. After writing, play with puzzles. Use cross-lateral movements, exercises like dance, yoga, or sports that require crossing the midline of your body stimulate hemispheric integration. Meditate and visualize. Mindfulness practices strengthen the corpus callosum, the bridge between hemispheres. Learn a new skill. Playing an instrument or speaking a new language activates both hemispheres and improves coordination. Study 3. In 2025, researchers from Stanford conducted a long-term study on mindfulness and cognitive performance. Participants who practiced 15 minutes of daily meditation showed not only improved focus, but enhanced connectivity between the hemispheres, leading to faster problem-solving and emotional regulation. Let's tie it together with a new way of thinking. Your brain isn't split, it's a team. A dynamic duo, asymmetrical in structure, but integrated in function. You're not boxed into one type of intelligence. You're a whole-brain thinker with the power to develop logic, creativity, empathy, and strategies simultaneously. The power of ambidextrous thinking. Ever tried brushing your teeth with your non-dominant hand? That's not just a gimmick to brain challenge. Studies show that using your non-dominant side can stimulate underused neural circuits and improve bilateral coordination. Incorporate ambidextrous training, writing, throwing, eating with the other hand to stretch your cognitive flexibility. This simple habit can create a surprising boost in mental sharpness, problem-solving, and even self-awareness. Action plan. Train both sides of your brain. Morning routine. Alternate hand use while brushing or eating. Brain warm-ups. 5 minutes of puzzles, word games, or sketching. Learn something new. A hobby that challenges both logic and creativity, like music, programming, or chess. Move more. Engage in cross-lateral exercises. Reflect. Journal about your learning with a focus on what you felt and thought. Meditate daily. 10 to 15 minutes of mindful breathing or visualization. Review your progress weekly. Note shifts in your thinking patterns, emotional regulation, or creativity. The left brain versus right brain debate has oversimplified what is actually a beautifully complex, integrated system. It's not about which side is stronger. It's about how well both sides collaborate. When you break free from the myth, you unlock more than just knowledge. You unlock your full potential. So next time someone asks, are you left-brained or right-brained? Tell them, I'm both on. That's my superpower. If this video gave you a new perspective, hit like. Leave a comment with the myth you believed before, and subscribe for more neuroscience-powered content every week. Use your whole brain. Train it, trust it, and watch what happens. See you in the next one.